let's talk about it.
Yeah.
The moment I blew up, I guess going to LSU, you weren't a whole. I feel like, to honestly, let's talk about it. You weren't a fan of me going to LSU in the beginning. You was like, "Are you sure, Angel?" Like you. I don't think you wanted me to go to LSU.
No. If I'm being transparent, I remember when you called me and said, "Mom, I want to leave Maryland." And
but you knew that. I feel like you knew that.
I did know it because it wasn't like one day you woke up and said, I want to leave Maryland. Some things that happened during the season.
Right.
And you're like, Mom, I think I want to leave Maryland. And I was like, Angel, just wait till the end of the season. Let's, see where you are. See, because I'm always, think things through. Yeah. Don't think on emotion. And so when you call me, I remember you like, Mom, I want to leave. And I was like, are you sure, Angel? And I was just like, I always err on the side of caution. And I'm like, well, what if you leave and people are going to say this, people are going to say that? And I'm like, you know what? Angel has always been good in betting on herself.
Yeah.
So if she's decided she wants to leave Maryland, then that's what's best for her. So I was like, fine. Then we had to decide. Then you had to decide. We had
options, though.
Yeah, you had a lot of options to go different places. LSU was not on the radar.
At all.
I was like, LSU? It's like, what does LSU stand for?
Yeah.
And everything. And then, the more you talked about it, I was like, okay, well, it's her decision.
But when I told you I had called Dawn and I told her I was like going, you were like,
backtrack. Okay, Dawn, you're talking about Dawn Staley. Mm-hmm. Okay, because, we had been in talks with South Carolina, and if you had not gone to Maryland, South Carolina was it was one of your options.
Yeah.
I really loved and respected Dawn. I thought she was a good coach, a good mentor, all those things. And so South Carolina came up again. And so we had talked to Dawn, and, she was open to giving you, exploring you coming there again, or at least coming to a visit. And previously we had scheduled a visit.
Yeah.
And canceled.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, this time we're going to schedule one and go on.
We're going to go. But remember, we had gone to a visit to South Carolina one time.
But it was when you were underclassmen. It was like you were in 10th grade.
That was when Asia, and then when Asia was there. I think so. Asia was there.
Yeah. But it wasn't an official visit. We went to a basketball game or whatever. Yeah. So this time when it came around, we had scheduled a visit. I was like, yeah, we're going to go. An official visit. Things were put in place. But between that conversation and the visit, LSU visit came up.
Yeah.
And they just blew it out the water. I wasn't expecting that visit. I wasn't expecting the communication between myself and Mulkey and the other staff. And for me, the determining factor for me as a parent was that the president of LSU, the university's president.
Shout out to Dr. Tate.
Yes, Dr. Tate. He sold the deal for me.
Yeah.
Because he took time out of his busy schedule to come and talk to us during the recruiting trip. And just he spoke to me. He just spoke something into me like, this is the place.
And he also, Maryland.
Dr. Tate, was a graduate of University of Maryland, but he also was previously at South Carolina. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, so he didn't have anything bad to say about South Carolina, but he sold it for me. I was like, okay, if this is where Angel wants to go. And then I didn't realize that you had committed before we left LSU, right?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, okay. I thought you had.
They kind of figured I was coming, but
you didn't officially.
I didn't officially do it.
Oh, okay.
And remember, I didn't want to call the coaches and tell them I didn't want to call. I was scared to call Dawn and tell her I wasn't coming. I was scared to call. Who else was I looking at? I think I was going on a Tennessee visit too.
Yeah, Tennessee.
I didn't want to, and I was like, you always were big on like calling the coach.
Yeah, I was like, Angel, you got to call them because they've heard no numerous times. And you never know when you might have to, quote unquote, circle the block.
And you
never want to mess up relationships. And, Dawn
Still
and
great,
all the other coaches, they understood.
Yeah.
Because, that's what they're in business to do.
Yeah.
And everything. So I was like, just call them and...
Told them, and then when I went to LSU, I was like, "Oh, I'm at LSU." But the crazy thing is, I remember was crazy was when I hit the portal, and I didn't even get to tell my grandparents. I didn't get to tell nobody in my family that I hit the portal. I think I had just told you, and I called
compliance.
I called compliance, and I was like, "All right, I'm gonna call compliance, fill this paperwork, and then I'm gonna call my family." 10 minutes later, 10 minutes later, I got out.
Yeah, because the way it works, and you can correct me if I'm wrong,
look it up, right?
Is that athletes don't even have to tell the coach. They go straight to compliance
yeah.
and then they fill out the paperwork and stuff. But for some kind of way, it got on the internet that you had put your name in the portal.
Yeah.
And my phone was blowing up, and so
yeah, I felt bad. That was a moment I did feel bad. I was like, damn, I didn't get to tell my family I'm leaving.
Yeah.
And that was the reason why I came to Maryland. I was like, my family was there. And Gigi was going there. And,
yeah, your brother was going there.
Well, he was there. He played. I was there.
Yeah, y'all played together one year.
Yeah. All right, so we get to LSU. I mean,
oh my God, do you remember that drive, Angel? Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
we did. We drove.
It took us 17 hours.
hours.
We stopped overnight in Tennessee, and I was driving the U-Haul truck and pulling your car.
Yep.
And I was so nervous.
Just
and you're like, Mom, can I drive? I was like, hell no, you can't drive. I was like, no, I'm pulling your car. I just prayed the whole time because it was just you and I and a truckload of your stuff and pulling your car and driving through the mountains. We drove through like 8 states.
Yeah.
But we made it.
We did.
And I was so proud of myself because I was like, oh my God, I drove for 17 miles.
I know, 17 hours, yeah.
17 miles, 17 hours.
Yeah.
And we made it. And LSU, the coaching staff, even Coach Mulkey, she was there to help unload your stuff. And I was like, oh, this might work out. Yeah. I was sweating bullets. It was hot. I was like, oh my gosh. And I remember clearly, I dropped you off that weekend. And while I was there, we went to like some eatery. Mm-hmm. And we went in there and there were some patrons in there and they noticed you. They saw something you were wearing. And they were like, oh gosh, you play basketball? And they're like, we love LSU. And that whole weekend that I was there, we went to different stores. And when people, they saw you and they talked to you and they're like, oh, you on the basketball team? And I couldn't believe how invested those people in Baton Rouge were into LSU sports.
Yeah.
It was like you were a star and you hadn't stepped not one foot on the court.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is what being an LSU athlete is about.
Did it make you feel comfortable? Because that was the first time me really being away from home by myself.
I was comfortable because, again, you bet on yourself. You've always been responsible.
Yeah.
I've never had to worry about you being self-sufficient.
Yeah.
Because that's one thing you're going to do. You're going to make sure that you're good.
Yeah.
So, I wasn't worried. And, we talked every day, every other day. And I know I got on your nerves and, you got on my nerves. But I knew you would be okay.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, shoot, getting down into the national championship. I mean, obviously nobody thought we were going to win a national championship. I'm sure you didn't think we was going to win a national championship.
You know what? The thing is, with each win, it gets more stressful.
Yeah.
Like
and you at the game, let me tell y'all about her at the game. Okay. She don't want to sit next to nobody. She don't want to sit next to no parent. She want to sit by herself. She got her head down. She ain't looking. Free throws, everything, she ain't looking.
Yeah, I know, and it's different because in high school and AAU, I could sit wherever I want.
Yeah.
I would isolate myself from the parents. I would sit in the corner.
She don't yell. She don't say nothing.
It's not like that. You have an assigned seat. You got to sit with the other parents. You got to sit sometimes with the fans. The fans are bumping their gums, saying things about maybe your kid or other players. I just didn't like it. So when we made the run to the Final Four and eventually championship, oh my God, I was stressed. I couldn't, my stomach was bubbling. I had to make sure I wore the same clothes.
I know, oh my gosh, she's so superstitious.
I'm so superstitious. I am, till this day. Like the other day, I was like, what did I wear to the last game? Like your brother's game? Mm. I'm like, what did I wear? Did I wear the Maryland? I was
trying to put the same stuff on.
I was like, did I wear this these pair of jeans? Or I'm very superstitious.
Yeah.
And I wish I could sit by myself, but I can't.
Yeah. Well, when we won,
you won.
My life changed forever.
I think everybody in your circle's life changed.
Everybody's life.
My life changed. I mean, people hitting me up about stuff that I've like, what are you doing, reaching out to me for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you feel about everything? Like, obviously, from the game, I got hate right away.
Well, people don't realize that you've received hate since high school but not to the level now. In high school, you were one of the better players in the area. You got a lot of attention. You were a McDonald's All-American, a Jordan brand. So, and then you also played in a Catholic league where your team won 4 straight basketball championships. On top of that, you won 2 volleyball championships. Yeah. So people They were trolls then.
Well,
with
we
you.
weren't used to this.
No.
This
It was
diff-
local. It was local.
It was local, but it was also like basketball, strictly basketball.
Yeah, it was nothing personal.
It was nothing personal. So
Yeah.
we knew like, because if we go back and look at those people in Baltimore, like they're cool now. Like I'll be talking to them.
Yeah,
and
they're
stuff
all
like
cool.
That.
Yeah,
Everybody
they
is
wish us
cool now.
well.
Like in Baltimore, it's cool now. But like now, like just when you saw like the first like online real like hatred, how did you feel?
It hurt. It bothered me as a parent, because as a parent, you don't want to read or hear anybody saying anything negative about your kid, especially when
Yeah.
you know it's not true.
Yeah.
But I've learned that anyone will listen to it. You can tell a lie to anybody.
Yeah.
Okay. A lie doesn't care who tells it, I guess. And so I've learned to develop a thick skin over the years, especially with you and your brother. And I've just learned to ignore it. I mute your names.
You used to clock back sometimes.
Every now and then I do clap back. I let people know that I still have a pulse and that I am still alive and breathing.
But you don't start anything.
No, I never start anything. So
Yeah.
that's why, like, a year and a half ago, when someone accused me of something
Yeah.
that I know I did not do.
And people that know, like you're quiet. You don't even start nothing. You don't even be on social media like that.
No, I don't. I'll post pictures of you guys, maybe a vacation spot every
Yeah.
now and then. But I don't like pop my collar like I could.
You could pop your collar.
I could pop my
Sometimes
collar if I
I'll be
really
telling her,
wanted
like,
to.
tell them that you Angel Reese's mama.
No.
Tell them.
I don't want to do that because I don't want to draw any attention to myself.
exactly.
Because the second that I do something, it's going to be like, Angel Reese's mom did this. And I don't want to bring any type of negative attention to you or your brother. And your brother gets a lot of heat too. I mean,
and it's just, and that's why I be feeling bad. Y'all need to lay off my brother too, because my brother gets to it too.
Yes,
I don't like they've been doing this since high school though.
Yeah,
like even when they were high school games, like I don't like that. I really don't like that. I don't like that for y'all. I don't like that for him.
Yeah.
I don't like that for anybody that's like in my circle, because it's like they always gonna compare. Oh, Angel is better. Angel do this. Angel do that. You're Angel's sister. You do this. You're Angel's mom. Like. It's so annoying, and I do be feeling bad for Juju sometimes.
Yeah, because Julian is
y'all the same. Y'all are quiet.
He is very laid back.
Yep.
He's barely on social media.
He don't post.
He doesn't post.
He want to get his money and go ahead.
Yeah, he just
because he be spending too.
Yes.
You don't clock him how you clock me up.
Yes, I do. Julian and I bump heads on his spending as well, because we do. But Julian is very laid back, and I go to his games in the Big Ten, and they're chanting, "Angels better," and Julian's like, "Look at the scoreboard. Who's winning? Yeah. I'm in a double. Okay, bye bye."
And he efficient.
Yeah,
shots at me. What time is it? Game time. NFL playoffs has been epic, aside from the Baltimore Ravens losing a heartbreaker.
But if you're a Philly or Kansas City fan, there's no better place to get tickets for the big game than Game Time. Game Time has a special feature, Game Time Picks, that makes getting tickets for your favorite live events even easier.
Game Time Picks filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats, so you don't have to waste time searching throughout thousands of tickets.
We were just looking through the Game Time app, browsing seats on Game Time Picks to watch some Heat while out here in Miami. And wow, there were some great deals. Also, some great seat options for the Super Bowl.
Save time with the Game Time Picks as it selects the deals for you without having to waste any time digging around.
What I like about the Game Time app, aside from the new Game Time Picks feature, is the all-in pricing, so there's no surprise fees at checkout. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Just download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code ANGEL for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code ANGEL for $20 off.
Download Game Time today. Remember what time did I say it was? It's Game Time, baby. The Unapologetically Angel Show is now sponsored by PrizePicks, America's #1 daily fantasy sports app. with over 10 million active members. The big game is almost here, and now or never to get in the fun at PrizePicks.
Don't miss out on the last football game of the season with PrizePicks, the best place to win cash while watching the big game. PrizePicks is also giving away a free pick for the big game.
Patrick Mahomes only needs one passing yard for you to win one square.
If you're correct on at least one more stat projection, you can win real cash. I'm also all in on Patrick Mahomes throwing more than 245 passing yards. And I'm also all in on Mahomes throwing more than 3 touchdowns. That man is unstoppable. Check out the promos tab to tail any of our super sweet Millie Winners big game lineups. If you tail a lineup that goes 3 for 3, you can win a split of $1 million in promo funds. PrizePicks is the easiest and most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. Have I mentioned PrizePicks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When your picks hit, you can get your money in as quick as 15 minutes. That's right, as quick as 15 minutes. PrizePicks now offers MasterCard for quick and easy deposits into your account this sports season. PrizePicks also offers weekly promotions that can lead to big payouts like Taco Tuesday every Tuesday. PrizePicks discounts select player projections up to 25% to provide even more value for your lineups. Download the PrizePicks app today and use code ANGEL, ANGEL, and get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code ANGEL on PrizePicks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus, it's guaranteed. PrizePicks, run your game.